going on, podcast world? My name is Wes Nile, and I'm so happy you found this episode of Creative Progress. It's my personal journey of creating and posting all kinds of media on the internet and the tools and techniques I use to do so. If you like this kind of content, you can find more of it streaming on platforms like iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube. And I also would encourage you to join the conversation on my Facebook group, Creative Progress. Today, I'm going to help you dominate your writer's block and help you define your personality in the podcast world with these 3 techniques. All right, so you want to start a podcast, but you're not exactly sure where to start. I don't think that you're the only one in this boat. And here's some things to consider when you want to get your content out to the world. First, think about a topic that you're interested in. What's that one thing that you could talk about for days, weeks, months, the rest of your life? For me, my hobbies are music making and recording audio and broadcasting. If you're into music making, but maybe you're into a different side of it, like music theory, recording, or writing music, you could be into crafting, woodworking, sewing, painting, drawing. If you enjoy writing, how do you create compelling ideas and characters, short stories, and poetry? Maybe history is your thing, music history, true crime, world history, local history, or biographies. Entertainment is another great segment to get into. Movie or series reviews, sports, celebrity gossip, all these subjects are things that people love to hear and talk about. And sure, a lot of people love talking and listening to about a lot of things. Can you try to narrow that down even further? Let's find our audience. Your audience could be broad, but chances are you're going to connect deeper and add more value to a niche group. It's awesome that you found your passion or your hobby and you're ready to bring value to your listeners. I would also encourage you to find your specific niche to draw in your specific audience. When it comes to your hobby, do you use a specific tool? Do you have tips that you can share? Is there a technique you use when drawing or painting or making your art? Have you been successful in publishing your work when it comes to writing? How did you go about getting discovered? What was your process? Have you been to classes or seminars that give you insight that help you create some of your best work? There's others out there that want to hear your perspective and gain knowledge in their specific niche. When it comes to history, have you taken a class or have you been deep diving into a subject that helps you bring a unique perspective? When it comes to entertainment, find your angle. That could be comedy, fashion, gossip. Are you a coach or a former athlete? What is your unique take on a specific sport or its players? Have you been obsessive over a specific director or actor? What have they directed or played roles in? How do you feel about their work? Have you heard the saying, imitation is the most sincere form of flattery? Find some people creating content on your specific niche. If there's great content out there for a specific niche that you're already interested in, this is great news for you. Number 1, this is a topic that a specific community is interested in, and you already know people are seeking content for. Number 2, there'll be some, if not a ton, of reference material for you to source and help you create your unique format. Maybe there isn't somebody coming up with audio or visual content that they're posting on the internet, but is there a community that's talking about your passion already online? The reason for this question is because I already know there is an online community for your specific passion or hobby. What one of your tasks should be is to get deep into that community's forums and figure out what their pain points and desires are within that community. Doing this is going to help you with technique number 3. Defining your unique differentiator. Do you come from a place that makes your take on a subject uniquely interesting? What is your formula or format? Design a format and formula that makes your content easy to create and exciting to consume. Consider your connections. If you're having guests on your show, do you know people within your industry that would be willing to come onto your show and talk about your subject? Do you know some people that can add flavor to your production? Maybe they make background music. Maybe they can do voiceover work, or they have some editing skills that will make your product unique. I really do feel that you have what it takes to create some unique and compelling content through defining your interests, finding your core audience, and putting your unique flavor on your topic. I'll leave you with this bonus pro tip. Bank some episodes. The last thing you want to do is get a few episodes in and then realize you've run out of subject matter. This could fall under the heading of being more productive and consistent with your podcast posts, and I do have a podcast approaching. It's just around the corner about this very topic. Thank you so much for checking out this episode all the way through. If you enjoyed this episode or found it helpful, you can find more like them on YouTube, Spotify, and iTunes. Also, showing me some love on the platform that you heard this helps me out more than you realize. Please stop by the Creative Progress Facebook page and let me know what you'd like to hear about on future podcasts. Also, on my YouTube channel, there's some archived episodes of an old podcast I used to do called Feedback. Each episode was a brief history of an alt or indie band. I had a lot of fun putting this together this week. The next episode is going to be a lot of fun too. We're talking about the basic equipment you'll need to start recording your podcast. Thanks again for listening. Until next time, sayonara. Oh, Bernice. Oh, Bernice. Oh, Bernice. Bernice. Oh, Bernice. I'm on my knees. Bernice.